Welcome to Kyle Lab, presented by AgKnocks. My name is Tom Ag, and I'm joined by Shrek and AgJack. And we know what this is. The Aggies are one win away from a spot in the SEC championship game, going against those fucking bastards in Austin. Those liberal bastards. Bro, one win and we're in. One fucking win. I don't care about what happened at Auburn. I don't care about anything else. Beat Texas. This is a successful season. I fucking hate them, as you should too. Everybody fucking hates them. America is on our side. God is on our side. Take care of the fucking job.
Did you just digest Saturday and it's all gone now because the world was on fire? You're wanting to fire Elko, you hate it. You're about to punch puppies. I literally genuinely feared for your safety on Saturday, and now it's just nah. What's done is done.
The
You also
riot
go
emotional fan, bro.
also just go straight political with the first opening statement for all of our new listeners that are coming for Kellen Mond. Yeah, no, this week is everything. This week is why we made AgKnocks. This is everything that's led up to the Texas game. We were talking a little bit about this. I got season tickets because I wanted to go to the Texas game with the mindset of even if we're 4-8, that game is going to be awesome. It's going to be a crazy atmosphere no matter what, because it's Texas, because we haven't played them in 13 years, because we hate them so much. We haven't had a true rival in 13 years. It's here, and we're playing for a spot in the SEC championship. I mean, this is as real as it gets. This is it. Like, for our football lives, for our A&M football lives, this is the biggest game by far that we've ever witnessed, ever been a part of. Let's go get it, bro.
In keeping in tide with the intro, yes, we did interview Kellen Mond, and yes, he absolutely despises this team in Austin.
That just speaks volumes, dude. Like the fact that he never even truly played them. God, dude, I can't fucking wait, bro. It's just it's gonna I don't think I've had that moment of realization yet. Like maybe it'll be the opening kickoff where it's here. You know what I mean?
Well, it's starting to set in when you're on Twitter and you see the stuff that they say, and you start to be like, oh my God, like it's right in front of us, because you've tried to or at least personally, from my personal experience, I've tried to dissociate from this game all season long, and it's out in the distance. It's coming, but it's not right in front of us. It's right in front of us now, and it's like the stakes are so insanely high. And honestly, I feel like they have more to lose than we do. I don't know. We can have a discussion about that when we get to actually talking about the game, but this is it. And before we talk about Texas, let's talk about how we got here, and let's go over the Auburn game in its entirety and how that went down, and just shift your mindset, put your mindset back into how you felt during Auburn and the ripple effects.
All right, I'll go first on this. There is a consistent theme, a consistent trend with this team of showing up unprepared. We've seen it. We saw it at South Carolina. We saw it at Auburn. We saw it at Notre Dame. We see it all the time, honestly. And it's terrifying. If we do that shit against Texas, we're probably going to lose. If we go down 21-0 against Texas, we're probably going to lose. It was good to see that. We talked to Mond about this a little bit, but it was good to see we actually had the resolve to get back into the Auburn game. I mean, granted, they're not a very good team. It is at Jordan Hare, so it's a completely different environment, but we had the gall to get back into the game, at one point take a lead. Going into Texas, not going to work. But in terms of the Auburn game, I think the main takeaways is I personally still don't like Colin Klein. I know it's a loser take, and I know that we have a great offense, and it's given us more than we've seen in many years at A&M, especially in the last couple of years of Jimbo. There's something about watching our wide receivers not get open consistently. There's something about watching our second string and third string running back. And also another thing, Bussy, dude, permanent second string running back now. That dude he's coming into his own. I feel like he's gotten thicker too. Boy's getting thick.
Hey, I just want to give a quick disclaimer. I think Tom meant specifically the last couple of years of the Jimbo offense.
Yeah. Well, so also I've got an issue with Tom right now, Okay, because I think he's nerfing this entire conversation, and he always we get to the point where we record the podcast, and he's had a few days to cool down. During the game, he is an absolute nutcase, and even the day after the game, he's insane. He's calling for Elko's head. He's calling for Klein's head. He's calling to delete the entire program. So, Tom, for you to come out here and have like semi-logical takes where you're kind of like regurgitating what we tell you when you're having a meltdown, it's just kind of hilarious to me.
I mean, dude, you can't hate a fan for being irrational. I'm
No,
sorry that I love this team more than you could probably fathom yourself. But dude, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm an idiot, dude. I'm an idiot. I speak a lot of shit. I'll be the first one to say it.
Hold on. Let me just give one quick quote. In all caps, you put, yeah, loving the missed tackle culture, loving the worse than last year offense, loving losing to fucking 4-6 Auburn when we had a fucking shot to be ranked top 12. Love the culture of losing. Then we kind of bring it back to our rational takes. Then you put, fuck all of you. We aren't winning those 2 games, you jackass. What's up with you pushing an absurd narrative? We're going to lose to Texas. We're ass. Klein needs to be offed by a firing squad. And that's the end of the all caps right there. So this is just for a preview of the listeners. Don't let Tom fool you into acting like he's a rational human being, dude. Like this is the energy that maybe we need to do a live pod or a live reaction pod, bring the post game back, something like that. But I mean, it's gonna get real quick.
I personally don't appreciate it. What you're doing right now.
No, I mean, look, like Tom, just like everybody else, that's real emotion. That's raw feeling about this team. And I respect it because I do the same thing with my teams. At the same time, I'm trying to tell you, we don't need to fire Elko because Elko's been awesome relatively.
Dude, obviously fucking not. That's a dumbass take. I'm sorry. I told you. I'm an idiot, bro. Like, I told you.
Okay. Anyways, let's just talk about the actual game because it sucked. Go down 21-0, obviously. I think that it says a lot about the Elko administration regime, whatever you want to call it, that we have been able to climb back into these games. These are games that we would have got the doors knocked off of us in past years, starting off that bad. We've climbed back against South Carolina. We climbed back against LSU, and we climbed back against Auburn. It sucks that we pretty much lost a coin flip to lose this game, and there are a lot of reasons why it shouldn't have gone to overtime to begin with. And it was just kind of a perfect storm for us to get there. And then, of course, the ultimate irony is the last 2-point conversions to end the game. Auburn basically has a broken play. He goes off the first read and flails. Quarterback throws like a super high, not great ball to the middle of the field. The dude makes an absolutely insane catch that he didn't even mean to make for the 2-point conversion. And then on our side, Colin Klein, Mike Elko draw up a beautiful, perfectly set up play, and then Amari Daniels drops the ball in the end zone, and that's just something that happens. It sucks that it ended that way, but I mean, I think it says a lot that we were able to climb back in it, and I think they'll be ready to go against Texas. I don't know.
I'm gonna counterpoint here because there has to be a medium. Like we can't just look at the positive. Like fuck the fact that we've been in that position 3 times. Like it makes absolutely okay, like yes, it's fine. You make adjustments, you bring the team back to earth, make it take a deep breath, do what they're supposed to do. But the fact that happened against LSU, the fact that happened against South Carolina, the fact that it happened to fucking Auburn and we lost 2 of those 3, like at what point is clawing back and competing gonna not be enough? Like I think that's where Tom goes into his tantrum, understandably so. But if you are trying to look at it in the light of things, I mean, I get it, but fuck that, dude. There's no reason we should be down 2 or 3 scores to start a game at any point.
You're right. I think it would have been nice to see that once or twice, not 3 times, just to be down that much at the beginning of a game. But I think I stand firm to like every championship team faces like severe adversity at one point during the season where you're going to be down like that and you have to prove that you can come back when you're not playing your best that day, and you've got to make it happen. And we've proved that we can do it. We didn't finish those games, but we proved that we can capably do it. So I see both sides.
Agreed. Yeah, that was a little bit of a letdown, dude. The Cam Coleman big catch, and then that whole first quarter was just so stupid, dude.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't even know, man.
But hey, dude, like Marcel never blinked. And that's like honestly long term, that's fucking awesome.
We got a dog.
Yeah.
What
Absolutely.
is Noah Thomas a junior or sophomore?
I think he's a junior.
Junior, right? Like we should realistically get him back again.
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't.
I think so.
Yeah. So, I mean, let's go back. We were talking about this game last week. We said it was like the perfect A&M trap game. Billy tried to tell us we were stupid, wanted us to post a clip to show that we didn't know ball, and there's no way that we were going to lose to 4-5 Auburn on the road. SEC road teams or road games this year, I think the away teams are like 13-12 across the entire board for true SEC road games. It's not easy to win on the road in the SEC. It's simply not. It never has been, especially late in the season when teams are starting to roll.
It's just so fucking frustrating, man. I don't care what the rest of the SEC record is. We should have won that game.
Absolutely. Should have won that game.
The fact that the double digits is just immediately gone, obviously, but we were having that conversation. Like we go back 3-4 weeks ago, and like it was like, dude, realistically, we could be 10-2 or whatever it is. Yeah. And now it's like the fucking same old joke of 8-4. That's at the doorstep. Like we're gonna fucking battle our asses off to not make that happen.
Yeah, we talked to Kellen about this a little bit. That there were a lot of things that happened at the end of the game that just sucked. Elko calling timeout when the clock was running on the final drive there. I get it if there's like a matchup thing or if there's confusion or whatever, but there's a running clock. There's like 13 seconds left. You can't call timeout and help them out, let them get regrouped and call a play and everything like that. That was bad.
Yeah. I mean, the calling the timeout thing, if you look at it, do you want Cam Coleman in probably single coverage on a fade route, or do you want to be reset? I think that's the logic in Elko's head on that one.
No, I hear you.
You can't really blame a guy for that.
I just wouldn't have done it myself. Like running clock, there's no way I would have done that. It felt like when we got the ball, right? Like with a chance to run the clock out, it was like, we're definitely going to run the clock out. Like our team's built for this, bro. We have a running quarterback. We have a strong group of running backs. We have a good O-line. And then Marcel just bad snapper, drops the snapper, whatever. And that was like a holding and it completely ruined the drive. And also, I mean, it set us back too much. Like, I think genuinely, if we run that play, we probably pick up 3-4 yards, and then the rest is history. Like, we easily close the game out right there. So there's a lot of moments where it's like, yes, easily could have won that game and could have made it happen. Good thing is that at the end of the day, it didn't really matter because we're still one win away from the SEC championship.
Yeah, got lucky on that. We're still one win away, and it just so
I still can't believe Bama lost to OU, bro.
They whooped them too.
If you want to feel a little bit better about yourself, you should watch some of those reaction videos, dude. They are in true shambles.
I mean, no need to feel better about myself. I feel great.
So, I mean, obviously it affects our playoff ranking. So essentially this was, of course, like ironically, I was saying there's no way that you could be in the SEC championship game and not make the playoff. This is the only scenario that makes sense where you could actually make the SEC playoff game and probably not make the playoff, or the SEC championship game and not make the playoff, because we lost going into it. So we're going to have to beat Texas and Georgia to get in, but the fact that there's a pathway there going into the final week of the season, I'm happy. Like, that's dope. That's a great first season for a new head coach.
Yeah. I mean, we got a shot at the championship for the conference, which we've never had before. So how can you complain, man?
Yeah, I'm going to complain a little bit, bro. We better fucking win on Saturday. Like, I don't give a fuck about having a shot, dude.
But having a shot is cool, though.
Yeah, having a shot is definitely cool, but, I mean, it's not going to mean shit if we don't win on Saturday.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right. You're right. Just going back, fuck it. I don't care about our scoring predictions and our bullet predictions. We weren't close on anything.
No.
Peyton Thorne diced us up. That was so stupid.
Yeah.
All right, Heisman update. Travis Hunter.
Should be Jinx still.
Travis Hunter's done, isn't he? Because they lost.
I don't know. It's a bad Heisman year. Cam Ward's still alive.
Cam Ward is not alive.
Yeah, he's like he's in third.
Cam Ward, I bet on Miami minus 24.5 this week. They were just plodding along the whole game. There was no way they were going to cover. And with 7 minutes left, they were up by 6, and they ended up covering 24.5.
Who were they playing?
Wake Forest. It was insane.
Non Heisman moment.
Yeah, what?
No, because the problem is Miami, the only reason he gets into those situations is because they play so bad for 3 quarters. Every time.
They have Mike Elko over there? I know y'all didn't like that one.
All right. Well, Shrek cannot wait to glaze Texas. So
I'm just saying, bro, I want some fucking accountability, bro. Like, he better fucking prove it. Like,
I agree with you, dude. And
I like the culture shift. I love that his players respect him. Like, I love everything about it. But it's
just
like,
go in.
Yeah, you need to fucking show results. Like,
no, it is. That's what we're gonna get into. Is like you just have to win this fucking game. And we've had worse teams beat better teams in Kyle Field.
Absolutely.
So
shout out Zach Calzada.
Calzada, he just won Conference Player of the Year. Yeah. So let's we're gonna sidestep everything else in this podcast and just talk about Texas and give it what it deserves. Because this is the game. This is the game everyone's waited their whole fucking life for, and we got to do it, bro. So, Kellen Mond interviews coming next. Let's talk to Kellen Mond, and then we'll get into the game. Enjoy. All right, that was Kellen Mond. Awesome interview with him. We were so glad to get him on, especially for Texas Week. Crazy get for us, like a big white whale. Awesome interview. Good to hear from him. Let's talk buckets before we get into Texas. Buckets of the week has come down to this. So last week, Tom lost. He's 8-3. Billy and I both lost. He had Mississippi State money line. They got destroyed. UCLA money line. They didn't come out with the victory last second. I'm 2-9. Billy's 3-7. Billy's not here tonight, so I have an opportunity to pass Billy with my pick. Everybody else is safe. It's just me right now. I mean, you guys can make your picks, but like my pick's the only one that matters.
We gotta determine a winner. If Shrek wins this, bro.
Well, we have to. Maybe next year we should have the winner gets to do something to the loser type of thing, so that they both matter.
Sounds a little zesty right there, bro.
Yeah. What do you have in mind?
What do you want to do to me, bro?
Whatever you want. You get to decide. All right. So Tom, go ahead. First pick.
All right, got to go with my guns on this one. Gonna go nobody team, of course. We're gonna go Texas State over South Alabama, or not over, but minus 1.5 Texas State over South Alabama. Reasoning here is I've been really, really good with the nobody games this year. Kind of got away from it and need to get back to it in order to eke out the season.
All right, Shrek, you have one shot to tie Tom Ag and in first place.
Get freaky with it, bro. Let's go ahead and go with Houston to beat BYU. They're plus 13, bro. That's a double-digit money line. BYU's in shambles, and this pick doesn't really matter, so who cares?
I don't mind that pick either.
That'd be crazy. Cowdog locked in at 7. So, all right. So situation as it stands, bottom of the standings, Billy has 3 wins. I have 2 wins. The loser, the last place, has to do a 1-chip challenge for our national championship preview pod. So they'll just be dying the entire podcast. I want to say Billy will do it if he loses, but I feel like he won't because he's a little bitch. And he never does anything when he loses, and he just throws
100% is nice. Be like, I never agreed to that, bro. I said I was going to do your mom.
Dude, show me the writing.
Yeah. So I will do it because I'm a good sport, and it's good content, and I understand the vision of the company as a whole. But we need a money line to pass Billy here. I'm not going for a tie. I'm not going for a layup down 2 in the paint. I'm shooting a fucking 3, bro. I need this money line to hit. And what better money line to take this week that fits our criteria? Texas A&M money line over Texas. They're plus 5.5 right now. I think it opened at 7.5.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that later, but that's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, A&M money line for all the marbles. We put Billy in a position where if he roots for A&M to win, he's rooting for his own demise in buckets. It's just beautiful the way it's set up.
Yeah, he's gonna be pissed.
Genuinely excited.
Excited. Are we gonna do a parlay? Or are we gonna call it a season?
I mean, I think the armed forces did it for us, bro. We got bigger things to worry about than gambling this weekend.
Yeah. Let's talk Texas. Parlay can wait. Let's just do this whole thing right now. We know the stakes, bro.
Bro, I fucking hate them, dude. Like, people that I just haven't talked to in forever, like, are deciding to send me a message, and it's like, bro, I don't even fucking talk to you. You didn't even go to that school. Like, fuck off.
It's all t-shirt fans. So something that we need to get out there. This has been talked about a little bit, but it needs to be talked about louder and louder and louder. And I need to make this a fucking clip because I need this to get out to the SEC officiating. I need them to see this shit because there have been no holding calls against an A&M opponent in 30 quarters. 30 quarters since the Bowling Green game in week 4. You have not called a holding against an A&M opponent. That is not realistic. This is football. We have a good defense. We have a great defensive line. If you look at the film, there are so many screenshots of hold after hold after hold. You cannot continue this corrupt shit against us. You need to make this happen. SC officiating. Call the fucking holds on Saturday night against Texas. America is behind you. Do the right fucking thing. It makes no sense. 30 quarters with no holds against an opponent.
Yeah, I fucking love when they asked Elko about that in that presser, and he was just like, I'm going to do it. He was like, I'm going to keep it simple, basically. Like, did you see any holds on Saturday? And then, like,
Crazy.
There's their fucking answer to your question, bro. It's absolute insanity.
You know they're not going to. That's my main fear, bro, is God forbid this game comes down to a referee's call, man. That would be such stereotypical Texas to get the win that way. It would drive us insane. We would be a laughingstock, and everybody in college football would be like on our side and be like, that's bullshit. But simple fact of the matter, in 2 years from now, the win-loss column will still look the same.
So, you guys, if you like, I've talked about this a little bit on Twitter, and I don't know how realistic it is. I don't know if we're like just having Aggie goggles on, but to me, it feels like unbiased. The country would be rooting for A&M to win this game, and I don't know how realistic that is. But I feel like if we pulled it out and looked at a map, like one of those maps where it's like the polling for, favorite team of the state or whatever, and it was just Texas versus Texas A&M. It would be like everybody's with us except for LSU. Or just Tiger vibes, who's a bitch.
I honestly think most of LSU is with us, too. No one fucking likes them.
That's what I think.
I can't fucking wait, dude. Like, it's going to be literal fireworks. Like, I hope a fucking mob breaks out. I hope that they just start beating the fuck out of each other in midfield. And, like, I don't know, dude. Like, it's going to be an ugly one. There's going to be a lot of no sportsmanship. I'm feeling it.
Dude, I mean, fuck that. This is it. Like, this is the game of your entire life, bro. Like, this is going to be unmatched. And this is historical for the rivalry. Like, this game results in, like, forever being able to say we went to the SEC championship because we beat you that night.
Which would just be lit.
Yeah. And you know what they're going to do. Oh, but what happened after that? You lost to Georgia? Fuck you.
Who cares? We beat the shit out of you.
So I'll tell you this. Since
I'll just say,
go ahead.
Can you imagine, like, fucking, this is true, fucking Aggie goggles on, but can you imagine, like, a hypothetical, like, in just like a documentary, like a fucking 30 for 30, the 2024 Texas A&M Aggies, like, fucking goes through the whole season. You beat your bitter rival after 13 years. You fucking upset Georgia in the SEC championship game, and then you go on a storied run in the playoffs.
I mean, like, soak it in, because these are moments in your life that you'll never forget if they go the right way. And what I was going to say is, like, as a UNC basketball fan, when we played, we went into Krzyzewskiville, Cameron Indoor, and beat Coach K in his last game, where they were like sending him off on his retirement tour, and everybody was there to watch it. Beat them there. That was incredible. And then to double down and beat them in the Final Four. It doesn't matter that UNC lost the national championship that year. It's crazy to say, but it's like you have that on them for fucking ever. And it's when that happened, I remember my wife was like, what is the equivalent for that in football? And I'm like, it's literally if we played Texas in like the SEC championship or like the playoff or like a really important game at the end of the season. And this is it. Like, it's right in front of us, dude. This is the moment. This is going to change the trajectory of our sports fan lives.
How do y'all feel knowing that approximately 5 days from now, we're all going to be together in person, standing outside of Kyle Field, fucking counting down the hours, fucking throwing back beers, counting down the minutes, waiting for that moment of kickoff to happen?
Oh my God. And then go down 21-0 in the first 3 minutes. We can't start slow. We can't do it again.
I mean, it felt nice to see that touchdown that Noah Thomas had, that 73-yarder, because it was like, that's what we were missing. Like, that was my biggest thing, where it's like, let's say, in a perfect situation, they get the ball, sack, fumble, or whatever the fuck. We go up 7-0, stop them again, manage to go up 10-0. One play later, they can be down 10-7 because they have that type of explosion. You know what I mean?
That was a sick play.
And it's like, so that's what I'm talking about. Like, it felt nice to see some explosive plays because we're gonna fucking need it, whether it's on special teams, whether it's on anything. But like, we're gonna need a lot of balls to bounce our ways. We're gonna need some fucking holding calls to be made.
We need plays to juice the crowd, right? Like, that's the most important thing, is starting fast and having the crowd just like fucking charged up, because that's the best crowd you're ever gonna get. Ever.
Who's the which Shamar is it that's been like kind of getting all the after the plays? Is it Turner or?
I bet Billy would have known.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we need to keep him in fucking check, because if we start getting some fucking unsportsmanlike conduct, some after the play pushing bullshit, like, those are mistakes we cannot make. So I hope Helco has some choice words for him to get his fucking emotions under control this game. Like, I loved it all season. Nobody gives a fuck. But if something like that cost us a huge drive, a huge turnover, a big, third down stop, whatever the fuck, like, man, I'll be livid, dude.
Yeah, that would for sure suck. But I think the thing with this too is I don't think we got to worry about Marcel being overhyped for this game and letting the emotions get to him.
No.
We got that as a plus. Our defense genuinely, I feel like they want to kill somebody in this game. So that is one thing we're going to have to watch out for and keep in check. But that's also like, that's what you want. You want them to be punishing the other team for every inch that they get in blood. And I think we got that. So we definitely have the pieces to win. I think I'm just fucking terrified if we don't.
I know we can fucking win. Like, it's crazy to say that we would have no shot. We can definitely, absolutely win this game. And Texas hasn't played a team like us in an environment like ours. Like, they just haven't. It's going to come down to, like, start hot.
I think it is a battered Aggie syndrome that, like, it very well could happen that they get punched in the fucking mouth, fucking end up falling into shambles. They're not in their comfort zone, can't get anything going. Quinn's hobbled. They bring in Arch. He doesn't do shit. And it's like the Georgia game all over again, where it's like,
beautiful.
Like, it's just, fuck, what do we do now? Like, that was plan B, and there is no plan C.
That would be so beautiful.
Like, that can absolutely fucking happen.
Have they played a running quarterback all year? Like a real running quarterback? I don't think they have. I feel like they haven't played most starting quarterbacks all year.
Pavia, I guess, technically is a running quarterback.
Yeah, and Pavia kind of fucking... Look, there's a real opportunity here to like shell shock them because they haven't faced adversity all year. And the one time they did, they fucking shriveled. And
Yeah,
if it
they
wasn't for the
folded,
refs,
bro.
yeah, if it wasn't for the refs, they would have lost that game by 20 plus. We're not like overconfident about this. It's just like we have to win. There is no other option to continue our season and just for our well-being.
But that's the
as Ag-
stuff. I think you mentioned it earlier. Like they have more to lose in that sense. Like all of our guys at this moment are already playing. Like this is it. This is the SEC championship game. This is the playoffs. Like if you don't win this fucking game, it's done. Like when you have your fucking back against the wall like that, you're either gonna flourish and prosper, and it's gonna be a thing of beauty, or you're gonna fucking fold. I mean, there's no in between. But they know what's on the line.
I think that's where you find out about the culture of the team and like how strong the coach is and how mentally with it the players are, because this game, the immense pressure that is on everybody involved, it's going to fucking destroy somebody. It has to.
It'll destroy me, bro. It's gonna destroy me. Straight up, I'm not gonna be able to emotionally handle this game. I couldn't emotionally handle losing to Auburn. Hand up, I'll admit that. Fan to a fault. But if we lose this game, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Like I feel like this is like the equivalent of like losing the house if you can't make the house payments,
Jesus. No, I mean, you're not far off. This is, as far as your sports lives go, there's like a few moments you point to and you never forget that shit. And this is one of them. And hopefully it goes our way. It would just, like, I know their entire goal is like, come in there, take the air out of the stadium as quickly as you can. And we just can't let that happen. Like,
We need
these 18-year-olds need to figure this shit out.
to be loud as hell.
Ruben Owens is coming back, it sounds like.
Do you imagine, bro? He just has like a prime fucking LaDainian Tomlinson style game or something, and just like
he looks like Saquon.
Just fucking give him the ball and he runs like back to back 80 yarders.
God, wouldn't it be the greatest thing ever if we just like embarrassed them, like ran for 300 yards?
It would be. God, dude, we can't do this. See what I'm saying? Like we're painting this picture already in our heads, man. And
hey, that's our fucking job, Tom. All right, people will fucking listen to us because they don't want to hear no sob story bullshit,
bro.
They want to hear the truth and they want to hear the potential,
bro.
They want to watch fucking Avengers Endgame and Tom Ag is Doctor Strange and is saying, "I've seen it a million times, and there's only this way we can win," and that fucking time happens, bro.
Yeah,
that's
right.
what people want. That's what people want to fucking see, and that's what's gonna fucking happen. We're gonna kick them in the fucking teeth. They're gonna fucking go down. Mark's gonna fucking pop a beer at halftime and have to reconsider his life choices.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it.
Yeah. We know what the other side looks like. We know. Fuck that. Fuck that. It's time. It's time. It's winning time. Let's go. You feel it? Fuck Texas. Fuck them. They are the worst. Their fans are the worst. They're entitled. They're assholes. They're fucking cocky. They think they're the shit. They're a bunch of fucking cocksuckers. Fuck them, dude. You feel this, right?
Absolutely.
You can't articulate this shit because fuck them. I'm tired of them. We need to fucking shut them up. This is it. Forever and ever, this is it. Fuck them. I don't want to go to Austin next year having lost to them and giving them a fucking top seed in the playoff. Fuck that. Win Saturday.
Agreed. And that's a perfect segue into our war room topic for this week, bro. I guess AgJab just used up options 1 through 6, but I did have you marked down as the number 1 pick. So, Tom, you want to do it with the ad read?
Yeah, let's hit this ad read real quick. Let me scroll down to it. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I wasn't ready. Man. Kyle Ave is brought to you by Leighton. What?
Wait, we have to change it up. There's some.
No, I already got in my head. Just let me.
Okay.
Let him cook, bro. Let him cook.
Kyle Ave is brought to you by Leighton Travel. Ready to leave the country depending on the outcome of this game? like me, have some Aggie baseball games, or just escape from society for a bit, Layton Travel has you covered. Layton Travel is Aggie owned and operated. You can find them at LaytonTravel.com. Tell them AgKnocks sent you. That is Layton, Layden. Now, back to the show.
In travel, Hungry Howie's. Everybody's here. All right. Things we fucking despise about the University of Texas Longhorns. I'll go first. They're fucking horns up bullshit. They stand there so dramatically with the horns up, and it's like, oh, it's like, you're so gay. Like, you're just so gay. And it's like, how do people say that we're so gay? And then you go to one of their games and they're like wearing overalls and in like straw hats and like standing there like at attention, like holding up their fucking fingers. Fuck you. Fuck them. That's my first pick.
Love that for you.
All right. Shrek, you want to give number 2?
Hey, just want to quote some scripture right there to support AgJack's number 1 pick. Psalm 75:10. All horns of the wicked also will I cut off, bro. So these guys are trampling those around, but even God's on our side, bro. That's all I have to say about that.
God is on our side.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and go with number 2. I'm going to make it, or I guess it's going to be a little bit hard to word it into the graphic, but it's basically how they think that the city at any way, shape, or form revolves around the university. Like, nobody gives a fuck about the University of Texas being in Austin. Like,
should I just say the city of Austin for the graphic?
Yeah, actually, yeah. That way there's like no context in there, you know?
No questioning either.
Yeah. Like, we get it, bro. Austin is fun. Austin has a good music scene. There's food, whatever the fuck, but there's also homeless people. There's nobody fucking cares that nobody cares that your fucking art literature class is in a building that's next to a fucking hole in the wall and fucking stolen tent from Academy by a homeless person. Like it's not what fucking matters. Like,
So many
nobody fucking thinks about the University of Texas when they think about Austin. They think about the capital. They think about several other things that does not revolve around that. And the fact that they think the opposite of that is absolute just stupid.
I think about dildo protests.
Yeah, same. Dildo protests, just any kind of protests. You know, they're hippies. They like to frolic in the streets and shit.
God, fuck them.
I'm glad that the Keep Austin Weird thing just fucking fell off a cliff and died, bro.
Yeah, it's not weird anymore, bro.
It's not, dude.
No, they just had to deal with the repercussions of what fucking being weird does.
Yeah.
There are a lot. All right, back to back here.
Yes.
I'm going to go with their fucking elite ass attitude, how they feel like they're fucking better than everybody else. Let me tell you something. The only thing Texas is better than everybody else at is, one, in the professional world as well as college football, is doing less with more. From a football perspective, they haven't done shit in the last 20 years. They always like looking back in the past because they know their future is going to be fucking bleak. In the professional world, they don't know shit. They don't know how to do anything. They're not going to get up and go. They need somebody to hold their hands. And if they do have to get up and go, they're probably doing something sketchy and probably something illegal. They're the worst kind of fucking people on the planet, and I'm sick of them.
Sick of it. Fuck them.
And then going back to number 2, I guess it just goes with what I just said. How they say Texas is back. Again, Texas is back. The only thing back means to them is backdating shit. Because remember, they don't have a fucking future about anything. They're back for a few weeks of the year. They play absolutely nobody. It's been that way in the Big 12. It's been that way in the SEC because they got ends with Sankey. The SEC wants them to do well, which fucking sucks for us. And they get every single call. Texas is not back. Texas is going to get that ass beat when they come to Kyle Field this weekend.
The only thing they have back is their back blown out.
By actual football teams?
Yep. Shrek?
I'm going to go with being called an everything school, or like the Director's Cup thing. Like, the flaunting of that. Like, the women's softball, the fucking swimming and diving, the, golf, whatever the fuck it is. Like, they prop all that shit up like if they actually care. Like, none of them fucking care. But it's like, oh, no, dude, we're in everything school, bro. Like, we love our fucking golfers, dude. Like, we love fucking cricket playing.
Uh,
It's absolute insanity to me. Like, and the fact that they're just like, oh, you've never even sniffed that, bro. Like, 10 of the sports, like, there's only like 10 other universities that actually have or fucking field that type of team. So
yeah,
yeah.
they're like, oh, you don't fucking watch all of your women's volleyball games, bro? And it's like we win a tennis national championship, and they're like, it's women's tennis, dog.
Oh, you don't fuck with rowing, dude. Well, you got thinks that you got something against rhomboids and traps, bro? Like, fuck that. Fuck their everything school bullshit. It's so stupid.
God, I hate them so much. Okay, I have two here. I have one that'll be easier for the graphic, and then I have one that's easier to just say on the pod. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go with the one that's easier on the pod. I hate the fucking everything having to do with the clock tower, and how every time someone you know from Texas is in Austin at no, I'm not talking about the. I'm not. Every time someone is in Austin that you know has to post on Instagram a picture of the fucking clock tower, and they're like, "Oh, you know where I am? Like, this is it. Like, oh, it's a clock tower. It's lit orange. Fuck you. It's a fucking clock tower. Who gives a shit? I'm not gonna say it. Who gives a shit about this fucking clock tower? You're not cool. You don't have to. You're going back to Texas for a game. You don't have to do a picture of the clock tower. Do anything else. Literally anything else. Like your favorite bar when you were there, or like your view from the seats in the stadium. I don't give a shit. Just enough of the clock tower. It's so stupid.
Are we ready to ramble on some honorable mentions? Because I got a lot of them
Yes.
loaded up, bro.
Fuck yes.
Definitely the landlocked thing with the 40 acres. Like, they try to make it seem like it's some kind of cool thing that they only have 40 acres and can never expand no matter how hard they would try. That's absolutely fucking stupid. The fact that they did the Longhorn shaped tunnel that looks like a vagina in their stadium.
Yep. Ovaries.
Yep, the big ass fallopian tubes. Cannot forget about that.
Burnt orange. The color burnt orange. Gay. Sucks.
Walmart T-shirt fans, fucking the fact that they defend them are like, oh, I'm sorry, you're not a national brand, and people in fucking Paris and Dubai do not fucking follow you, bro. It's like, oh
No.
yeah, dude, all the people in Paris and Dubai fucking love you and college football.
T-shirt fans should have been on there, honestly.
Yeah,
It
honestly,
was
that's
too easy though.
Yeah. Damn. Any other honorables?
I think I've let it out.
There's so many.
yeah, dude. It's just gonna come to us like after we're off the call. It's just gonna be like we should have said this, and it's just gonna be literally like going till 4 a.m. of just reasons why this place fucking sucks.
I mean, easy. All right. Great graphic. This one might just do numbies. Might just do numbies.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I can't wait to see the responses to the city of Austin as one of the choices. It's gonna be a thing of beauty. You fucking hate a melting pot of food and music, bro?
You hate the music capital of the world or the live music capital of the world? And it's like, I mean,
Be
Nashville.
like, no, bro, I love Nashville.
Their go-to response to literally everything is the yell leaders. And it's like, okay, we don't fuck with the yell leaders either. Find something else. We make fun of things that you're actually proud of. It's different.
We forgot about Matthew McConaughey. That should have been on there too.
Yeah, that dude's a
Fuck.
cringe fucking lord. He was a good actor in Interstellar, but other than that, bro, he's out. He's fucking.
I might have to change one of one of our answers to Matthew McConaughey. No, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. That's crazy though.
You definitely got to add the honorable mentions on there though, so we could just like they can really
Yeah.
see the hate in there. You know.
Yeah, they're on there. I'm doing this as we speak. How do you spell McConaughey?
Who cares, dude? Just spell it
Yeah,
how you
just-
want to. We're kind of
Oh,
gay.
yeah, honestly, McConaughey.
Yeah,
I'm gonna actually look up how to spell it. Matthew McConaughey.
just to
God,
spell it accurately, McConaughey.
McConaughey.
Dude, everything. Just Saturday is gonna be like the ultimate come together, bro. Like, it's gonna be that moment,
So
good or bad, win or lose. It's gonna fucking get here, and I'm fucking pumped. Bro. I cannot wait.
it's everything. Everyone listening knows the stakes. Thank you for listening. every moment of this podcast, every moment of our fandom has led to this fucking week and everything that's going to come with it. And the fact that we're playing for an SEC title, that's like, yeah, that's all great and all, but it's just playing them with stakes. Bottom line is incredible, and this is going to be awesome, but go take it. Go fucking take it. I will leave you guys with this quote to close out our Texas podcast. Give to them nothing, but take from them everything. Time to turn up and leave it on the field. Hashtag gig 'em. Hashtag 12th man.
Tony Manziel, baby. Horns down, fuckers.
Fuck Texas. Fuck Texas.